Good morning, all. Um, I've got a lot to go over this morning on one certain topic, so I'm going to try and rush through the little minor, minimal things and get right on it. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Um, my better half surprised me um, this weekend. He knows I like to walk and I like to hike and everything when I have good days and stuff. And with my 17 acres plus, there's a lot of ravines and a lot of deep, steep hills. So he ended up bringing me a a normal little four-wheeler so I could walk to where I need to get to, so I can still enjoy on bad days where my legs are hurting, where I could still enjoy and go out into the woods, but with a four-wheeler. We still have cloudy, nasty weather. Unfortunately, my webcam shows that it's bright and sunny here, and I guess that's the light for it. But it is dark here, and we've got a 100% chance of rain. But I'm going to get right on into it with my topic today is sumac or sumac, staghorn, the berries, the plants, the leaves. Now, I'm just now experimenting with this, and I've read up on a lot of it. And first, I made sumac aid, however you pronounce it. Now, you guys, especially as Lyme or inflammatory arthritis, antifungal, antioxidant, anybody who has Lyme disease really needs to study up on this berry and this plant or this tree and really do your research and find out that this is a good health benefit. I didn't know it was. It's a good benefit for Lyme disease patients or Rocky Mountain spotted fever or for arthritis if you have somebody who has arthritis or issues. And I'll go over that because I got a lot to cover. But first I tried, because I've got sumac, staghorn, however you call it, growing all over my property. And it comes in, it looks like a bundle of grapes, but they're real little, and they start off green, and then it looks like a spin top, one of the old spin tops when we were kids. I'm old. So, and it gets a beautiful velvety red on it, and it turns beautiful red, and the way you could taste it to know if it's ready to harvest. Sorry, my mind's not here. Harvest is you lick your finger, lick the berry, and taste it. And if it tastes like a sweetie tart, like like if you bought a lemonade pack and you tasted it like that, you know it's ready to produce. So I picked up a bushel and grabbed a bushel, about 5 or 6 of the staghorn ready to go berries, soaked them in cool water for about 2 to 4 hours until the water turns pink. Then you strain it, and once you strain it, taste it and add sugar if you need to, stevia, to complement your taste. Now, I love tart. I love lemonades, and so I don't mind the tartness. So I made my first gallon of sumac aid, and it is a beautiful, like when you if anybody drinks fruit punches, it's a red fruit punch color, and I like it. It's got a good sweet taste to it. But there's a lot of properties I want to go over about this. And the first number one thing I would say is you can dry it out and powder it. Use it. Well, no, I'm sorry. The berries you can dry out and you can crush up. And back in the old days, the Indians and everything would use it as a spice, and it would give a good lemony, tangy, fresh taste. So you can put it on grilled fish or meats. You can ground it up and make it, a spice. It's got a good lemony zest or vinegary taste. So that's good. But it is very high in vitamin C's. It's got vitamin C's, proteins, fibers, potassium, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus. I mean, it's It's an absorbic acid, which is good. I'm reading it's also an antifungal, an antimicrobial, bio, and an antioxidant and an anti-inflammatory. There you go. So, which is good, and it's got a lot of bioactive compounds in it that helps with the inflammation for arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, uh, for ailments, um, various ailments. But back in the old days, the Indians used to also use it to color their clothes because it does stain your fingers. I will say that. It also has free radicals. It wards off free radicals. I mean, in the body, and it protects our body from disc degeneration disease, which unfortunately I already have. So I wish I'd have known this because I'm reading off as I go here. It helps with cardiovascular disease, strokes, diabetes. It is a very strong antioxidant. Has very strong antioxidant properties. As for the inflammatory, it can help for. Let me read. Arthritis. These are for the berries now. The berries itself can help reduce fevers, skin inflammation, respiratory issues such as bronchitis, colds, flus. You can make a poultice out of it, which is grounding it up and making it a pasty. And you make that out from the leaves itself, and it's used to help with skin rashes. You can chew the leaves, and that will help you with sore throat or gum issues or lip issues. That's some of the benefits for the inflammatory. The antimicrobial, it helps. Its antimicrobial activity, it can combat salmonella poisoning, which is, by doing that, is doing the mixture of the limeade I've done. Also, you could take this limeade and you could spray it on your fruits and vegetables, and it actually will get rid of all the bad bacteria that's on your fruits and vegetables if you grow a garden or if you buy it from the store. That can get all the bad doo-doo off of it. Let's see here. It is also attributed to the presence of gallic acid, and other compounds. I'm reading, guys, as we go. The antifungal, it has antifungal properties for you that will help aspergillus fungus, which is one of the causes of lung infection. And this also can help you aid off other infections that are in your other organs in your body. It's also good for diabetes. It's a diuretic. It is used to cure inflammation of the bladder and painful urination. It is often used in bowel complaints. If you drink it and you have bowel issues, that'll help. So I'll definitely start doing that. It helps with bowel complaints. I'm sorry. It's an anti-cancer property. It does have anti-cancer properties in it that can help in aiding in breast cancer. I'm trying to read. Sumac from women. For us women, it is usually an infusion of sumac bark and the roots of the sumac to make a tea. It is used as a cure for women's disorders. Sumac is externally applied in case of excessive vaginal discharge, for too much breast milk secretion, for estrogen-like behavior, for mental disorders, menstrual cramps. So you can make teas out of it. I do have some of it all drying up right now, so I can use it as a spice. It's also known as elm leaf sumac, sumac in Hindi. You name it. I know it as many, many things. But I will say, if you make the tea, put a little bit of honey in it, or organic honey, to sweeten it up, because it's got a very lemony, tangy spice. It's very good. That I will say. But I made my gallon. I like it. So that's a new thing I learned. But I'm definitely doing it for definitely the internal organ issue, because I have internal internal organ issues, but my number one thing about it is the inflammation of her bones and arthritis and yeah. So I'm definitely going to be drinking this a lot. So this was going to be my story. This is my main case today on this video is staghorn or sumac, shumac, however you name it, the properties, and you could pretty much use it all. The bark, the root, the stem, the leaves, the berries, you name it. Also today I'm going to be walking down to my neighbor's. He has, what do they call, hackleberries. I think it's hackleberries, or it's wild sour cherries. They grow wild in the woods, and I happened to, when we were out yesterday, going down my road, I happened to spot the trees. So, and I got to go down there with a bucket and pick me some wild sour cherries, because it makes fabulous, jams and jellies. But also, I feel that anything acidic, like lemon juice, grapefruits, and stuff like that, for detoxing. So with them being sour and this also being sour, I'm going to do some research and see if the sourness and the acidic acids in it can help with the detoxing too. I'll just have to water it down some so I'm not sick as a dog, because it does have a bad, where it makes your mouth dry afterwards if you drink it without watering it down some. So that's what I'm going to do. But this was my main video today, was about sumac, whatever. I will make a video shortly about the identification of the plant, the leaves and everything. Like I said, I'm just doing research into it, but I've got them, and I can see them right now looking off my porch. They're everywhere. I've got some that's already produced and died, some that are produced and ready to pick now, and then over here in front of me, they're just now starting to turn from green to a light fuzz color. So they're everywhere. But I'm going to have to make a video definitely of that, so there's an identification of it, and so you can go out and spot it. But this was what my video is about today, was the sumac aid. So other than that, I'm doing good. I'm going to just sit back and enjoy the stormy weather coming in. But hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. And if you have any comments or anything, let me know on the bottom. Love you guys. Have a great Monday. Bye.